Hopefully I've shared it with the Wind Clan. If not, I'll share it later. My name is Renee Baribeau, and I'm the Practical Shaman, and I'm here to do the weekly wind, which I haven't done in a while. And interestingly enough, the card I pulled was Kari, and it's the Scandinavian wind or the Malaysian wind, because this is a very early copy of the wind spirit cards. We have several editions since, but I have them all in a box, or I have them in bags. But this is my box of combined wind spirit cards from the very get-go when they were called Winds of Spirit cards. And then a friend of mine said, oh, you should do wind spirit cards. The number is better when you add up the letters. And I believed her. So wind spirit cards it is. And I'm watching, I don't know what's going on, whether or not I'm live on Facebook. Am I live? Can anyone see me? Yes, there's 3 people here. Give me a flag or something. I see me. All right. And so one of the reasons, speaking of expressing my truth and my voicing my truth, is that I was doing the weekly wind spirit card readings every single week. And for those of you who are committed to doing something every week, which I also do the Shaman's Cave podcast with Sandra Ingerman, we went to every other week, and now we're back to every week. I felt like I was giving away all the winds of spirit work. And what I found was that people were not necessarily buying the book. Lots of people were buying wind whistles. That was really great. And yet people were not necessarily signing up for my courses, because here I was part of this free culture where I was giving away. If I just gave you more, then maybe then you'd love me kind of mentality. But we've become a real free culture. And here we are now at the sitting in the ashes of this time period where we had become such consumers of everything, of food, of products, and now all of a sudden with the virus going around, we've kind of stopped that. We've all gone inward into our own hearts and our own centers. And what's curious for me is that my Windwork basic class, which begins next week, is the biggest it's ever been. And I don't know if it's because I stopped telling you all of the little wind secrets along the way, or if people just really know that, we really need our communities now. And one way to have these communities are by, coming over and watching the Shaman's Cave podcast, but understanding that really to go deeper with yourself and with other work, you need a reflection. You need real people. You need people to call you on your shit. I need people to call me on my stuff when it comes up. And trust me, when we learn about the social isolation or the social distancing, and for some of us, it can be really isolating because we already worked at home. We were already working 10, 12 hours a day at home. And now when we want to go out into the public and go to the grocery store and go to the movie theaters or the restaurants to get that social interaction, we're not having that either. So whereas a lot of you might be home with a big family, which I'm sure has its own benefits, and hiccups as it might be, there's these times now where the rest of us who have been working alone from home don't even have the benefit of seeing everyone when we're out there. All right, so this is I'm pulling a weekly wind spirit card, and it's Kari, the expression, voice your truth, and we'll call into that. But Kari is the Malaysian wind god. And one of the things that you call upon Kari for support to give voice to your thoughts and feeling. And we need that. We need to be able to find a way of our expression, self-expression, even if there's a lot of people around in our clan or little people in our clan, so that we feel that we are connected, because we feel our connection through our voice, through people hearing us, people responding that they heard us. And so when we're just talking to the television or talking to the trees or the plants, we might not be getting that social mirroring back that we need. And let me read about, let me read from the book. How's that? A change in self expression is inevitable when Kari shows up in the East. Now is the ideal to forage the jungle for new ideas and modes of communication. Think like a nomad as you make this transition and gather the right number of roots, tubers, and fruits from the past so you can move forward with ease. Kari arrives as an ally, ready to help. He gives voice to your ideas, feelings, and desires through story, dance, and song. Well, that's really crazy because one of the things that I was going to do later today to amuse myself is to have a virtual dance party with myself. I don't know if I'll be sharing that or not, but who's with me? We could all share our virtual dance party, all of our music and all of that, so that we can give expression to this time period we're in. Let's dance. I think I'm going to do that later this afternoon. I'm going to go pick some sage because I'm out and I need it. So to me, that's a necessity. Just where someone else might need a prescription, I need some sage. And so I'm going to go up the mountain and pick some sage. And then I'm going to come back and have a dance party for myself. And in the meantime, I'm going to call to Kari the wind of expression so that we can find new ways of expressing ourselves that doesn't include shopping. It doesn't include eating out in restaurants. And it doesn't include just talking to trees, but that we can find a way of connecting socially through the wind. All right. So on this first wind breath in, actually see yourself getting grounded to nature. Send what I call, and you can watch my spring equinox class over at Enlightening Arts on YouTube or over on my website, but there's a grounding rod that connects you into the magnetic field of the earth. And once you're centered, as the magnetic field twists some, you are still centered. And one of the things that I'll be doing in the Windwork Basics class, which starts this week, and join us, we have a great group forming, is that we're going to find our new anchor points. We're going to grieve the fact that we didn't plant the seeds we were thinking of for this year, but new seeds are being planted, and we're going to express ourselves in new ways in the coming days, I'm sure. So we're going to anchor ourselves. Then we're going to call to Kari to help us voice our truths in new ways of connecting, new ways of voicing our truths that we're heard and that we feel like that there's some social mirroring back for us. And then in the third one, let's protect ourselves and our families and our communities, and that we cooperate with this virus as best we can. And next week on the Shaman's Cave on Wednesday, I was shown to do a purification ceremony. So I've done that, and it's powerful. And it's another way of heating yourself up and sending all of these unwanted ideas, emotions, physical and spiritual, give them to the Creator as gifts of gratitude. All right, so let's call to Kari. I'm feeling anchored into the earth. And now we're going to merge with the energy of Kari. And then tell me below, what does this merging of this wind with Kari feel like for you? What does that expression of Kari look like in your life? And now let's send an energy bubble around us for ourselves, our family, our community, our neighborhoods, that we're safe and protected, and that we move through this energy of this virus gracefully. Wow, powerful. All right, I'm going to remind you, Amazon is still open. You might not get it right away. You can order your wind whistles and join us for the Windwork Basic class that begins on Thursday. And definitely check out the purification ceremony on the Shaman's Cave at shamanstv.com, which will be dropped on Wednesday. All right. Hope you're all doing well. Please let me know what it feels like to merge with Kari, and I look forward to speaking to you soon. Okay, bye.